It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing, we just crazy, baby.
So hi YouTube, it's Carlisa Victoria. I am back with yet another video. As you guys may or may not know, I am back with a weighted video I've posted on my Instagram, letting you guys know that I was going to be posting a video today that is just basically going to highlight what my challenge is right now for the new year. So guys, if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you click the subscribe button to be tuned into what's going on my channel. And if you want to be notified of every time I post a video, then I am going to tell you guys to, I don't even want to sit down. I'm going to stand up right now. But I'm going to tell you guys to go ahead and click the subscribe button. And then if you want to be notified of the videos that I post, then make sure you guys go ahead and click the bell to be notified. But today's topic is just about, as you can tell by the title of this video, you could tell by right here, 52 books in 52 weeks. Now, the idea behind this challenge is to strengthen you as an individual, to build character, and also to educate you in ways that you didn't know that you could be educated. I myself, I love reading. I'm an avid reader. I believe that reading, audios, direct messages, all of that stuff is very crucial for building character, and also very crucial for leaders and just entrepreneurs altogether. I personally know that there is so much out there to learn and to know, and I do not believe that one would have acquired everything there is to know and to have learned in this world at the time of them leaving the world. So I definitely think one of the greatest assets that you can have is your mind. Your mind can take you places that other people may not have been or could be, or, you know, your mind contributes to what you're able to do. So if you are able to build a brand or be within a brand, and you're able to contribute because you have all of these skill sets, all of these assets, that's allowing you guys, or allowing you all, to be able to brand yourself better, to have more to, when somebody says, what can you offer me, more to put out there as far as offering, and just overall knowledge. So I came up with the 52 books in 52 weeks challenge because I read books, like I stated, and I think that this challenge is a way to keep you accountable of your, how are you educating yourself? How are you feeding your mind? You know, a lot of the people, every successful person had to feed their mind with positivity. You had those teachers who said you're not going to pass, you're going to be a dropout. You have Thomas Edison, who created the light bulb. You have Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world. You have all of these different people, Oprah Winfrey, all of these people who was fired, you know, in her job. And you have all of these successful people who listen to that voice inside of their head that says you can do it. So many people are going to tell you that you're not worth it, you're not going to make it, you should have picked a different career choice. And in the end of the day, when you sit down, do you let those opinions, do you let those different conversations dictate your life? Or do you say, I know who I am, and I'm going to own it, and I'm going to be the greatest me that I could be. I'm not going to let Sue, Sally, or Jim tell me who I can and cannot be, because that mentality is going to carry you the length of your career. And I'm not saying you have to be a person who do not take instruction well, or you do not, you know, listen or can't listen to authoritative figures. But what I am saying is, a successful person is a person who takes risks. A successful person goes against the grain. They do not do as everyone else do. They have a desire to be successful. I remember a quick story, and I know this video is not like a planned specific topics, but since we're on the subject of books and education and things like that, when I used to work in my job for not going to reveal the position because, you know, it was confidential. But when I worked in that position, I remember saying to myself, there's no way that I'm going to continue to keep coming into work, working very hard and, you know, going home very stressed and having to repeat the pattern. Since I was a little girl, I've always known that I was going to be someone who was going to be into the entrepreneurial journey, who was never going to be that person who was okay, content with the mundane lifestyles of a job, of life, of anything. So I knew that at some point I would have to undergo those things that I did not like to become the woman that I am today. And I knew that, you know, I was going to go to college. I was going to be educated. I was going to do these things, you know, not for anyone else's sake, but for my sake and for breaking stigmas in my life and educating myself and taking the opportunities that I receive. You know, I wasn't going to let scholarships go down the drain because I say, oh, I'm going to do A, B, and C. Now, granted, you do not have to go to college to be successful. You have to be determined, disciplined, driven. You have to be those things, and you have to want it. You have to do it. College education for me was something that I wanted to engage in. I wanted to see what that world was like. I wanted to, you know, break cycles in my family and things like that. And I took the opportunity, but I never in my mind thought that college would give me the career, the lucrative lifestyle that I had envisioned, that I wanted for myself through my hard work. I've always known that, you know, I would learn a specific thing and I would go with that. And, you know, college is really just discipline, you know, showing that you can get through a disciplined set of curriculum. And I was able to get through that curriculum, and I'm thankful for all of the positions that I have held, all of the titles that I have held in the company. But there was always something in me that says, there's more, there's more, there's more. No matter how great the job was, I was still not happy. Why? Because what I wanted to do, the person that I'm longing to become and have become, was a person who needed more, who needed to be outside of that box. I was Jack outside of the box. I couldn't be inside that box. You keep on rolling the little Jack in the box and he pops out of the box. That was me. You couldn't keep me in a ceiling, under a ceiling, okay? I was interested in jobs and careers, well, not even jobs, careers. I was interested in careers and lifestyle that will allow for me to be able to rise above the medium, rise above the cap. You know, anytime somebody puts either a dollar amount on you or they tell you, you know, how far up the ladder you can go and how far you can't go, that is putting a cap on you. A cap on me, that's not plausible because I have too much to give. I have too much to offer. I have too much that needs to be distributed to the people who are watching my video and to the people who I don't know and to the people who I am going to inspire in my life. I can't sit here and think that I'm going to be successful and I'm not going to work for it. Everything that I have now, everything that I did in school and everything like that, they made me who I am today. And I constantly have conversations with someone who is a dear friend to me, and he's like a brother. And we just talk about the times when we used to struggle. I'm talking about struggle together, you know, throughout college. And, you know, you got bills, you have responsibilities, you're trying to maintain, you're trying to get books. Books are expensive. You're trying to stay in school with your tuition. And we're just talking about, you know, like even at a point in life where our jobs were opposite town of our homes, but our homes were near each other's jobs. So he had a key to my house. I had a key to his house. And I'm like, bro, yeah, I had to stop in the house today. I mean, not even caring, just letting him know, yeah, I'm at your house right now. Oh, I'm at your house, you know, and having the key to each other's. We didn't only have the key to each other's places, but we had the key to each other's heart. And to this day, we still do. And when I tell you that blood, you know, being related to someone makes you related because of, you know, the blood. But that is one individual who I met and I really understood when they say sometimes your best lifetime friends, family become the people who are not blood related to you. I understand that because the things we've been through and experienced together, blood couldn't make us closer. So, you know, that's just a tangent, but I'm talking about opportunities and things like that, struggles. I appreciate every single struggle that I went through. because it made me who I am today. I remember I would go to sleep and I would pray and I would say, Lord, you know, I'm struggling. Thank you for my struggles. I'd be crying in the struggle and say, Lord, thank you. Or there'd be times where I'm doing really well, very successful, you know, in that chapter of my life. And I say, God, thank you for bringing me where I'm at. I thanked him for when I was in the struggle, and I thanked him for when I was on my mountaintop experience, when I was on a mountain high, when I was, you know, I thanked him. So when I struggled, it hurt, but it made me. And today, if I experience any of the things that I experienced before, I know how to just fly through situations like it's nothing, or to not stress on those situations, because I know what it's like to have gone through the struggle. I know what it's like to have said, I don't care. I'm going to be tenacious. No matter what somebody tells me, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to go after my goals and I'm going to be successful, and nothing can stop me. When you have a mentality like that, and you continue to just go after everything that you desire and that you want, no one can stop you. No one can stop you. And I have so many nights where I go to sleep 6 o'clock in the morning and I get up 8 o'clock in the morning. I go to the gym. I come back. I read a little bit of my book. I sit in the tub. I soak in the bath. Get me maybe a glass of wine, and I get on my phone and I figure out, how do I market my businesses better? How do I, you know, become more successful? I look at audios that are, you know, success tapes, success stories, you know. I look at motivational videos. I look at inspirational videos, and I read books in the tub. Okay. I don't know why they call the bathroom the bathroom. It should be called the business room, or it should be called the office. The bathroom should be called the office, or the restroom, because that is where most of my thoughts are planted. That is where most of my thoughts come to life. Sitting in that bathtub, sitting there thinking about, how do I maximize my life? How do I reach my fullest potential? So doing the 52 books in 52 weeks challenge basically is going to challenge me to strengthen my mind, to open doors to topics that I have not yet explored or might not have even been educated on, to attend different things, even seminars and things like that, that could stunt my growth, or not stunt my growth, that can not stunt my growth and grow me. Those are the things that I am looking for. 52 books in the 52 weeks encourages you to take one book a week and read. Doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter what genre. For me, types of books and things like that, the type of books that I like, business books. I do like reading about real life stories as well, but for the bulk of my year, what will my 52 books in 52 weeks mainly consist of? Business books. Why? Because I'm trying to grow my businesses. So that is a margin that I want to focus. That is a market that I would like to, you know, enhance. So for me, I will be focusing on mainly business books, but the 52 books in 52 weeks does not say that you have to set one set of, you know, books, whether it be business, it be pleasure, it be whatever. You don't have to pick a specific genre of books. You can just read as many and as different categories as you'd like. If you exceed 52 books, excellent. You're ahead of the game. But for the people who feel like you're busy and you have too much to do, just remember that we're talking about your success. These 52 books in 52 weeks is about your success. It's not about anyone else. So you can make the excuses or you can take the leap. Too many people ask me, how do you become successful? What do I do to become successful? You drown yourself in the things that you want. You learn what you don't know is in a book. We have so many resources out here that will lead us to the $1 million, billion dollar lifestyle that we want, will lead us to, you know, the businesses that we want, will lead us to all the questions that we have, will give us answers. And you know what? You find a lot of those topics in a book. But you know who misses out on all of those topics? The people who won't pick up a book, who make excuses. Oh, I'm too busy. I'm busy too. Newsflash, I got 1,000 things, 1 million things that I do. People say, oh, you do 1 million things. And I'm going to do 1 million until each of those businesses make me $1 million. And that is the mindset you have to have, that I'm going to smash it, I'm going to crush it, I'm going to grind, I'm going to get it no matter what. Okay, no matter how. And when I'm struggling, when I'm going through something, you think I'm going to sit there and just cry and pity myself? Nah, I might, a tear might fall, but you're going to catch me after those goals. You know, I'm going to pick up a book. When I'm down, I'm going to pick up a book. Maybe I'll pick up a book that's related to me being down. what that reason is and how to pick myself back up. You can't look to people to pick you up. I don't know what you guys believe, whether you believe in God or you believe in a higher supreme being, or you don't believe in anything at all. But whatever it is that you believe, you have to incorporate that into your life, but you also have to pick yourself up. If you do not pick yourself up and you're always looking for somebody to pick you up, you're going to be sitting for a long time. People care more about what you can do for them than what they can do for you. You know, and it's that thing of, you'll sit here and you'll extend yourself, you'll do everything for somebody else, but they wouldn't even say get well when you're sick. You have to put yourself at the front line, and you have to make your goals and your dreams and your ambitions come true based off of your wants, needs, and desires. I go to sleep with success on my mind. I wake up with success on my mind. Sometimes I can't even sleep because my mind is continuously moving, saying, Cralisa, Victoria, how can you be successful? How can people in the world know who Cralisa Victoria is? How do I change a life? How do I make somebody else's life better? Because I know that when I leave this world, I can't take anything with me. But the one thing that I can leave is a legacy. So for me, my mission, my passion is people. If I can see you make it to the next step, I'm smiling. So whatever your love language, whatever your purpose, your passion, your desire, your ambition, your goal in this life is, you have to establish that. And once you establish that, it will become so fulfilling that it will wake you. My passion literally wakes me in the morning. My purpose wakes me in the morning. Sometimes I don't even get enough. There's been nights where I didn't sleep. It's almost like insomnia. I'm still up and I'm trying to become successful. It's crazy when you want to be successful so bad that you want to be successful more than you want to breathe. And you think you got to breathe in order to succeed. But it's that bad that you want it. At that moment, you can't look to other people to make you who you are. You have to go after those goals. You have to grind. You have to tell yourself, I am going to make it. When I look in that mirror, I say, you are beautiful. When I look in that mirror, I say, you are going to be successful. When I look in that mirror, I say, you are someone. You are somebody, and you will continue to be somebody. You have to speak life in yourself. Because speaking life into yourself is what's going to drive you. Speaking life into other people is what's going to drive you. If you're somebody who feeds off the negativity, that's not going to drive you anywhere. You're going to be stunted. Nobody's going to follow somebody on a road whose car is broken down, okay? They're going to go around you. So cars are going to follow the cars that are still leading. So you ask yourself, do you want to be broken down on the interstate? Or do you want to be that car that's leading the traffic? Because that's how you have to be with your goals. That's how you have to be with your mind. That's how you have to be with your ambition. That same energy you put into love and hip hop and you put into all of these different shows that are not really serving you because they're not really paying you. You're not making a paycheck. All that drama is not doing anything for your life. Might be entertaining, but they're getting paid to entertain you, and you are adopting their habits in your real life, and you're getting fired to adopt those habits. So what do you want? You have to ask yourself, what do I want? Do I want to sit here and keep pitying myself and make excuses? Or do I want to build generational wealth? Do I want to make this future great for my kids to come and my nieces and nephews to come and my family that's going to be here after me even when I'm no longer on the earth? Or do you want to be selfish and just worry about you and the life that you live and the life that you think you deserve? You guys, we have to start planning. The one thing that no one can take from us is our mind. So with that being said, let's build generational wealth. Let's pour into other people. Let's talk about being successful. Let's use this 52 books in 52 weeks to educate our mind. Whether it be books that you just want to read about real people's stories, educate yourself on that. Maybe it will humble you in your real life. Maybe reading those books will give you a different insight on how to be humble, how to be grateful. Figure out what you need in your life and make that what your 52 books in 52 weeks be about. Like I said, for me, business. And I think each and every one of you need to add the category business into these 52 books. Because no matter where you are, whether you're in that 9-to-5 that you just hate and you're ready to get out of, or you're already a business owner but you're at a plateau, or you're somebody who just is ignorant to all of it and you're just naive, and I'm not speaking naive and ignorance as a negative connotation. I'm speaking naive and ignorant because you just don't know better, or you don't know anything more than what you've been told. Whatever your circumstance is today, make this 52 books in 52 weeks change. Do 1 book a week if you can. If you get too busy, do 2 in a week to catch back up. But the goal is by the end of the year, December 31st, 2019, you need to have read at least 52 books. I suggest getting a journal, getting a notebook, getting something where you could potentially write it down. Here's a journal that I have. I keep journals all over my house. I have a calendar right here. Journals. I'm always on it. Multiple journals, multiple calendars, because I have multiple goals and things that I'm trying to be successful. So take you a journal, a journal, and you write out those 52 books in a week. You can get you a journal that has motivations every day. That way you can stay motivated to do what you do. But write out those 52 books. So at the end of the year, you can go ahead and assess what books did I spend most of my time consumed in? What did I learn from each of these genres? Write down the categories. Business books, maybe documentaries. Write it down like that as you write out each book. So that in the end of the year, you can assess what percentage of the 52 you used in what category. Was it 50% business and 50% documentaries? Figure out what you want to do, and let's get it, guys. We are not making excuses this year. We're making adjustments. We are going to make it, and each one is going to reach one. Each one of us is going to pull somebody else up, and we are going to get it. We're going to secure the bag. We're going to do anything to be successful. I hope that you guys tell your friends about this video. I hope that you guys subscribe to my channel. I hope that you guys are looking to start your year off with some motivation. When you feel like you don't have anybody to talk to and you need motivation, come look at these videos that I'm posting. Look at the motivational videos. I even have fitness videos where I'm talking about health. I'm talking about beauty tips. I'm talking about things like that. You never know who's viewing. There's some women who might come to my channel for confidence. Some might come to figure out how do I, do better in business. Others might come, what do I need to eat in my body? Because I know what I'm feeding my body contributes to how I'm going to produce the things that are in my mind. Like if my body is out of whack and I can't seem to make it through my day, how is the things about goals, visions, dreams, aspirations in my mind going to be able to be actually worked? A sick man or a dead man can run a business. So in that case, we need to be healthy. And it's not healthy just internally, it's externally too. It's your mind, body, soul, spirit, everything needs to be in alignment. So think about that. We drink detox to detox the icky stuff in our bodies, but let's detox our mind. Let's rid all that negativity and that stuff that's no longer serving us. And let's pick up a book. Let's pick up a pencil. Let's write out goals. If y'all can sit there and read the blogs, know everything that's going on Instagram and YouTube, and you can know everything that's going on in these Love and Hip Hops and all these channels, then we can know everything that's going on in our world today. We can know what's going on in these books that they're not telling us, these books that they're not telling us in school, these jobs that are not trying to let us make it past minimum wage, working, and doing these tasks that are just overwhelming us. Most of the people think that when 60, 65 comes for retirement, they're going to enjoy it. They're going to vacation. Vacation now. Why are you going to wait to 65 to vacation? Why do you have to think retirement is going to be your vacation? Why can't your vacation be now? Why can't you build the life that you want now? Because living is living. Living is seeing things. Living is going beyond, the norm. Being able to literally maximize your life. That is living. You don't want to be that person who, does the mundane and never really seen what life was about. One thing I've always said is I'll never be that person who wondered, what if? Either I'm going to try and I'm going to fail, or I'm going to try, fail, and succeed. It's one of the two. And with me, I'm trying to try, fail, succeed. I'm not saying that I want to fail, but I definitely believe the failures that I have experienced in my life is what made me succeed in the successes that I have today. So determine, what do you want? If you want to be living a life on a plateau, do that. If you want to go to your job every day and just, come home and cook, clean, do the same thing tomorrow, do that. Not everybody's cut out to be a business owner. I mean, everyone has the opportunity, but I'm saying not every person is going to want to do that. I met a girl who said, I just want to have children and work a 9. So guys, the moral of the story is we need, and I'm going to move this out the way so I can get up close and personal with you guys. The moral of the story is We need to go after our goals. We need to be successful. We need to nail it, get it, secure the bag, do it. You know, if it's not making dollars, they say, it's not making sense, okay? And no, life is not just about money. It's not about just a paycheck. It's not about any of just that. But let's be real here. Let's be real clear, and let's be real, you know, put things in perspective. We need money to survive. And if anybody wants to argue and say, oh, no, we don't need money to survive, and you want to take that route with me and say, oh, no, because you could survive off of love, you could survive off of hope, those things sound good. And I know that life is about relationships, and life is literally about, you know, making the best that you can and things like that. And, you know, the true treasures are loving your family, loving people, relationships. Those are treasures. But in this world that we called life, we need monetary things to get us what we need. We need food. How are we going to get food? We're going to have to pay that. How are we going to pay for our expenses? Like, how are we going to pay for those things if we don't have cash flow? You know, so I hear you people who may say, oh, geez, you can survive off of love and hope and all that. And I'm not knocking that philosophy. I'm just saying we could all agree on a mature level that funds are vital for survival. You know, so I'm just trying to help you generate wealth. I'm just trying to help you think about the things that matter when it comes to being successful. You know, you think about our generation, these young folks and stuff like that. Are we really going to see retirement money? Are we really seeing retirement? Is anybody really, you know, going to be seeing that? Yet they take out such chunks of retirement when they are taking their taxes and stuff like that out of your paycheck each week. Are you really going to see it? You know, you put it in these counts and then you find out that you get these tax penalties when you actually think you're going to take out the money that quote unquote was being put into these retirement accounts or anything like that. We're broke. The government, you know, because you know why? They just continue to take funds out of these little accounts that they have created over time and say, you know, oh, we'll pay those funds back. You know, we're just going to borrow some money. We'll pay it back to the government, and we're in a deficit. You know, I'm not even going to get on that topic about that. So all of these promises and all these hopes, dreams, and aspirations that we are being promised from the government or from these jobs, and then, you know, people are hitting 65 and nearly having a stroke when they find out that they really don't have anything. You know, we've seen it all. We've heard it all. You know, some of you probably are familiar with Bernie Madoff. Like, it's so many things that probably, you know, comes into somebody's mind when they're thinking about retirement. Do you really want to be on edge until you're like 65 on will my money actually be there? Or do you want to see, feel, and put your money into the things and invest now for the things that you want, and not just sit here and rely that, oh, my funds are going to be there. They said they're going to be there. No, guys, start creating wealth. Start creating, you know, different atmospheres to where you can grow your money. Make your money work for you. You know, that's one thing you can do, is start to make your money work for you by investing, by, you know, owning, by, it's so many different things that you can do to accumulate and build wealth. And the thing about it is, you don't have to start tomorrow. You can start today. So one of the ways that I'm going to challenge you to grow your wealth, to build wealth, is in 52 books in 52 weeks. Wealth isn't always a monetary thing either. Wealthy minds, millionaire mindsets, billionaire mindsets, entrepreneurial thinking, goal setting. There's so many ways that you can become wealthy, but here's the thing. It's only wealth when you do something with it. If I accumulate all this knowledge on how to be successful, but I do not put it into practice, and the things that I am owning and the things that I am desiring to incorporate, am I really wealthy? No, I'm still broke. So a wealthy mind puts puts into practice, it puts into action the things that it has accumulated, the wealth that it has generated within the mind, it puts it to practice. You know, when it doesn't put it to practice, you're just broke. You're exactly where you started. So begin to look at terms of success in the light of, yes, they might mean monetary, but yes, they can also mean non-monetary. You know, they can mean so many different things. They mean what you make it. So guys, this video is probably like 30-40 minutes in total, and I hope that you guys really got a kick out of it with the success tips that I've given in this video. I've given so many. I'm going to drop my social media down in the comment section below, and just want to encourage you guys to go ahead and jump into the 52 weeks and 52 books in 52 weeks challenge. Now keep in mind, guys, it's not too late. It's never too late. Even if it was the middle of the year and I was posting this video, you still could start. You know, that would just make you more motivated, because then you'd be 6 months behind, so you'd have 6 months to catch up. So either make the excuse or take the leap. I'm doing what I need to do to become successful and, you know, further my success. I'm already doing those things. I'm feeding my mind. I'm educating myself. I'm putting into practice the things that I'm educating. You know, I'm growing my brand. I'm doing those things, but I understand that there will never be a time in life where I've done all those things. So I continue to feed my mind with those successes. So I'm just trying to pull someone up who may have asked someone for help, or asked, how do I get in the direction of, you know, growing my mind. Even if you walk away from this challenge educated, you walked away with something. Some people will walk away educated. Some people will walk away and say, let me tell you about my business this year. Let me tell you how I grew leaps and bounds in my numbers when it came down to putting my things on the books. Let me tell you about the extra $1,000 I made the month that I started that challenge, because I started to incorporate different practices to grow my business. Let me hear those success stories. You know, let you hear those success stories, because when you start to see your goals and dreams laid out, and you start to actually see them coming into your reality, it begins to motivate you more. When you see your name on so many things, your name as the guest speaker, your name as the host, your name as a TV personality, your name as a model for a magazine, you see your name on a book cover, your name on your products for your business, it does something to you. It does something to you. And if you're a humble person, it's not going to boost arrogance. It's going to boost confidence. It's going to boost, okay, we're getting somewhere. I could do this. I'm going to do this. I've already done this. And I'm going to keep it going. So guys, I hope you got a kick out of this. I hope you got motivation. And I hope even if you don't join me on this challenge, this video was enough to get somebody started today. Because I know that there's somebody sitting there who is going to be very successful. You just haven't tapped into your greatness yet. You haven't had anyone speak life over you. You haven't had anyone say, you can do it. All your life, maybe all you heard was, you suck. You're not all that. You'll never amount to anything. You won't be great. You won't be successful. You're going to be just like the rest of them. You'll be a product of your environment. You'll be a stigma. If you heard those things, I'm here to tell you, speak life over yourself. Because no one can tell you or determine your life when they didn't create you. No one can tell you who you're going to be. People can give it an opinion. But when you own you, and you own the things that you have in life, and you own the things that you desire, can't nobody take that from you. Can't anyone tell you what you won't do. In fact, you use that negative energy as fuel. You ignite a fire. You use that as leverage to become who you want to become. And then all those people who wish bad on you are going to suddenly become your fans. They say they don't like you. They say they don't like what you do. But yeah, every time I turn around, you know what I'm doing. So that means you're a fan. Own who you are today. It don't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter who raised you. It doesn't matter any of that. You have a choice. That's the one thing a rich and a poor person have. They have choices. A rich person maybe you think about maybe like, you know, I've over the last couple months, I've heard people speak about like wealthy families and how like a lot of these kids are coddled and they just go out and do. Those kids might have been coddled in that family, but when they step into society, if they haven't adopted a practice for themselves and said to themselves, I'm going to be successful, then they're going to fail every time when it comes to standing on their own. Then you got that poor person who was told they wouldn't be anything, but they take that poverty and they take those nights that they didn't eat but one meal a day or a meal a week or whatever, and they use that as the turning point. So my thing is, there's really no difference between a poor person and a rich person. I mean, you guys are looking at it in the terms of, yes, it is. One doesn't have money, one does. We all have a choice. And I'm not going to say a rich person. I'm going to say rich person's offspring, we'll say. Because the rich person obviously has done what they had to do to become successful. And the poor person, and I'm not going to, and I think right now I'm talking about offsprings of poor and offsprings of rich. So I'm going to stop talking about offsprings and I'm going to talk about rich and poor. So when you have the rich and you have the poor, even if they both came from poverty and one is rich and one is poor, they had the same opportunities. They had a choice. You might not have had the same opportunities when it came to being raised or in a background or anything like that, but everybody has a choice. What you do with that decision is going to determine how you live your life. We all have a choice. If you want to keep going down that bad path, you had a choice to do it. You want to get on the straight and narrow and try to get your life together, you have a choice to do it. It's all in what you want. You can make excuses or you can make adjustments, but let me tell you, nobody's here for the excuses. So make the adjustments. Change somebody else's life. Change your life. You know, secure the bag, okay? All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I know I've said that a couple times throughout this video, but before I get off, I just want to let you guys know, happy Founders Day to all the Deltas in the building. But guys, lips are from my collection, which if you are a Delta, you will be getting your lips any shade of red for $15 today. So go check out my collection at Craylie's Victoria Collection. I'll put that in the comment section below. DM me so I can make sure that you get it for the price that I just stated. That is for our Founders Day. So I hope you guys enjoy a shade of red. It is matte. I have on my red right now. And my lashes, I am going to be adding lashes to my collection very soon. So I'm in the middle of test out stage type thing. So I hope you guys like these. Ladies, let me know what you think, okay? Okay, I'm not going to get silly. And then I also have an eyeshadow by Craylie's Victoria Collection. All this is on the website. Not going to go too in detail with it, but I will drop all my information, social medias and everything in the comment section below. You guys, I hope you like this video and this challenge. I'm actually going to be releasing my dual book release this year and doing a book signing. So when I get the details on that, as far as time frame, where it's going to be and things like that, I will definitely be sure to drop information on my social media, so keep a lookout on that. And hopefully I will see some of the faces that I maybe hear in the comments, or people that I know who could use the motivation. So I know you guys are tired of me talking. I'm tired of me talking. In fact, I'm going to drink some water. I'm tired of talking, but I had a mouthful. 52 weeks. 52 books, so 52 books in 52 weeks is what we're doing. That's the challenge. Level up. Let's get it done. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Like, I appreciate all these views and all these watch minutes that I'm getting from you guys. I know that you're engaged because you're viewing it, you're watching it, you're staying, you like the content. All I need to do is get you plugged in, get subscribed. If you want to be notified every time I post a video, then make sure you click the bell to be notified every time I post a video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, this video will be posted at 10 o'clock if you were looking at this clip on Instagram. But thank you guys, and I hope you have a great night. Till next time, YouTube. Bye.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something?